Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. And I have basically finally been able to, as you can see, I've been able to actually go in the stores and actually see Halloween live. Now, I didn't film that part of me actually going in the stores and all that because I was just trying to be quick in and out. So basically because usually the longer I am in the store means the more money I spend. And that's really bad for me right now because I could, like I said, I could just go in there, spend basically my whole paycheck. And what I really have been trying to do, or just in general, is this year just be more budget conscious. So I went to at least 3 or 4 different stores. I went to At Home, I went to Marshalls, I went to TJ Maxx, I went to At Homes. So everything, my budget was just to not spend no more than $100. I'm pretty sure I did a good job at that. So I'm going to show you what I got. And like I said, I basically had to stop myself from spending any more money. So let's just get into it. So the first thing that I'm going to show you guys is, so this is one of the doormats that I got from At Home. And as you can see, it has bats on the side and the corners. It has a couple bats right next to what it says. And for those who can't read backwards, this says "come in for a bite," and then it has the bats next to it. And for At Home, this was $12.99. I have not taken the price off yet because I haven't put it outside yet. I have not decorated. I probably will. Ideally, maybe next month, we'll see. So, and then also, so this is kind of a random store. Out of all the ones that I see everywhere, that are the most common on YouTube, I got several different pillows. Now this pillow, it kind of has to go with the theme this year. So a lot of stores are doing the whole skeleton theme. They have like the skeleton animals, so they have basically every animal you can think of. At Home basically is doing that. So this pillow I got actually from Spencer's. Now, not a lot of people on YouTube talk about Spencer's as like a Halloween store. It's more kind of like an alternative store. But I started to think, where else can I get something Halloweeny? So that's why I thought of, okay, might as well try and go see what Spencer's has. And I actually just have been wanting a skeleton bat pillow, surprisingly. So this is it. Now I do love it a lot. It's really soft. I can fall asleep on this. And this was like probably, it was $27 basically, which for a pillow, kind of expensive, but I really wanted the skeleton bat pillow. So this one was from Spencer's. And funny story, I almost lost it in the mail when it was on the way here, but thank God I didn't, and it came. Alright, so this one, or this item, was from Michaels. So I remember in the very beginning when I saw like all the videos coming out for all the Halloween decor at Michaels, they had 2 different lines. Now I don't remember what the names were for the lines, but basically one line was like the bright pink pastel goth-ish kind of line, and it had the pink, the white, and the black. And then on the other side was basically the more traditional Halloween, and that's basically what was being shown in the previews and all the videos. And now I'm one of those people who, I do like some decor from the pink pastel, but like true, I'm just, I guess, more of a traditional Halloween person when it comes to decor. And by this point, I try not to repeat, so I already have started somewhat a collection of ghosts. Like, of course I want to get the staples. So you have your ghosts, you have your jack-o'-lanterns, you have your bats, spiders. So I thought, okay, what do I not have? And since all the videos have been going up, it was somewhat a little picked over at Michael's. So, and then in one of the little end caps, I saw like all these bows. So like they basically look like this. So they're pretty long. And then, so they had like ones like these. They had all different colors. They had different designs. I can't remember because it's been a little while. But I thought, so I thought I don't have a bow. And I do have like the wreath that a couple years ago everyone was going crazy from I think it was like from Kirkland's or something. It was like all black, and then it had like leaves and branches, and it had the bats all around. So I figured this bow, I'm gonna put it on the bottom, and I'm just gonna hang it, and then it's just gonna pop from all the black. So that way you can at least have something extra. And it was only $10, so I figured why not. So that's all I got from Michael's. And I did see the Spooky Town in person, and I really did love it. I mean, I just love seeing Halloween in general, because Michael's was the first store I went in, and like literally my jaw dropped as soon as I saw the Halloween decor. I was just like, I needed this. And then the next thing, which is the second thing I got from At Home, which is basically the start of my new collection when it comes to Halloween decor. And I'm actually excited about this one, so, hold on. So this one's kind of a fragile piece. So, there it is. So as you can see, I made sure that they wrapped it for me, because I don't want it to break. Okay, so, when I went to At Home, they kind of had like a whole garden thing going on with like the plants, I guess monster plants. They had like garland. They had like the overgrown leaves or whatever. And for the longest time, I've been wanting to get one of those monster plants. And like this year at Home, they have like a huge one. And it's like, I think it was like $80 or $90 or $100, and it was basically, I'm pretty sure it was like the Seymour plant or the monster plant. His name was Seymour, and the plant in the in the Little Shop of Horrors. So Seymour, that plant, I want to say that's the plant that was, but anyways, it's just, I just wanted a collection of those plants. I wanted to have a collection. I wanted to start it this year, so I had to stop myself from getting the big plant, which is like at least a decent size. And I started to look around, and I basically compromised. So this is going to be the start of my collection. So I got a little baby plant. So they had like all different type of plants. They had flowers. But I do like this one, so there's 3 of them, 3 of the little plants, and they have eyeballs. And I like how they have the teeth, and it's all creepy. And this guy, he has, I guess he just hasn't opened yet. But anyways, I really like this one. And like I said, it's going to be the start to my collection. And eventually I plan to get that big one. Hopefully they have that again next year. Now the only question is, where am I going to store it? Who knows? I guess I'll have to figure that out. But anyways, really love this one. And this one was only $8. And that's the only other thing I got from At Home. So I just got 2 things from At Home in general. Now, The last thing that I did get was basically two things technically. So this is when I went to Home Goods. Now Home Goods has basically recently started to put all their Halloween stuff out, or like they're kind of trickling it in. So at least when I went, there wasn't really that much. Now that I've been watching, I know there have more out, and honestly, it's probably a good thing that I didn't, or it's a good thing that they did have more when I went, because I probably would have blown my budget right there and then. But so for the longest time, I've always wanted to get like the little ghosty pillows. Now these, they're literally everywhere. Every single store that I've seen online and every video has their own version of little ghosty pillows. I know At Home had like, I guess it was more like a 3D ghosty pillow, and it was like the material was different. I know Michaels has their pillows and like they're bigger and rounder, and I know with Michaels they had one that had like a candy cane, and then on the pastel side they had a girl ghost that had like a bow or something. But anyways, I want to get specifically just a ghost pillow, and I didn't care from which store. I just want a ghost pillow. Originally I did want the one from Michaels, but I don't know, comment down below, but I think that Michaels this year, they're just expensive in general. Now when I went to Home Goods, when I went to Home Goods, there was only like maybe one or two things. Now I was not planning on finding these ghosty pillows, but they were like on an end cap, and there were just only 3 sets. Now there was 2 sets of the pink, like light pink, and then there was only 1 set of the pure white. And like I said, I'm not a huge fan of the pastel. I usually go more traditional. So that's why as soon as I saw there was only 1 pair of the actual like white traditional ghost, I was like, I have to take them. And like, these are like so soft. So soft. Like, I wish you guys can feel it through the phone, but these are so soft. And what I also like about these is I get 2 pillows for $30. Now at Michael's, the bigger pillow, ghost pillow, I'm pretty sure it was like $40. So again, I feel like Michael's is just more expensive this year. And what I also didn't notice until like after I got home, so this is the girl ghost because it has eyelashes, and this is the guy ghost because there's no eyelashes. So it's cool that I get basically a his and hers. So these are definitely going to go on the couch, and definitely going to put the bed on the couch. And I may only get like 1 more pillow, but it's still early, so I will definitely be going back. And this is basically everything that I got for no more than $100. So considering I stuck to my budget and did not go and buy the whole store, I think I did a good job. Now, if you saw anything that you liked, or if you just want to talk about Halloween in general, if you want to talk about what you're trying to find, anything like that, anything specific, just comment down below. I will answer any questions if you have any. I love Halloween, so I'll definitely want to talk about it. And also, if you guys could also subscribe if you found this entertaining, anything like that. Just subscribe, hit the bell notification, and all that fun stuff, and I will be out with more videos for Halloween. I hope you guys have a good night, and see y'all later.